Hello, hello. Yes, good morning, everybody. Sorry, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you can see my screen and also hear my voice clearly. So, in today's session, we'd like to look at the natural gas, the Brent oil, and the SP500. We want to see exactly what we expect to be happening this week and also during the coming few weeks. We'll start off with the SP500. So we'll look at it from the monthly, move to the weekly chart, then move to daily, and then move to the 4 hours. Then if time allows us, then we're going to look at it on the 1 hour basis. So the monthly chart so far, it's clear that we are in a very good uptrend. I'm going to delete these lines, the ones I have on my screen first of all. So if you check the monthly chart, we are in a very good uptrend. The price continues to move upwards. The previous month's candle, which you have, this is almost a pin bar. If this candle here also closes a pin bar, then that will be a good place to be considering a buy from. So technically we are buyers. We do expect price to continue upwards. We are looking forward for the price extending itself much higher. We do expect it to break above this point, which is 4793.0. We have another one, 4290.6. If the price continues up and breaks above this level, then that will be a good place where I want to consider looking for more buys from. So technically for the rest of this month, we don't expect much to be happening on this symbol. We want it to close as it is now. If the current month's candle, which is this green candle with the long tail, if it closes as it is now, then come next month, we want price to pull back at least up to the opening price of this candle, which is somewhere here. If the price can pull back and come and touch this level, then that will be a good place to look for a buy from. So we'll buy it there, expecting that buy to push price upwards at least up to this level, where if the price breaks above, then we do expect it to continue even higher. So that's on the monthly chart. We are looking for a buy, but for the next few days before the close of the So as I was saying, this is also upwards. We have a very good uptrend on this chart. The previous week's candle, which is this one here, actually closed above this moving average. At the same time, you can see that this other indicator is showing us a buy. So basically this is upwards. We want price to first of all break beyond this level. This is 4540.2. If the price can break above this level, then we do expect it to extend itself to the upper side. We expect buyers to take full control up to this level here, where should the price break above it, then that will mean we are heading even higher. So we have another level here. On the lower side, we have a very good support. So this support will be useful if the price fails to break above this level. Instead, it comes back down. This will be the anchor point. This is the best place I want to look for a buy from. So if the price fails to ascend beyond this level, we want to see a pullback at least up to this point, so that we pick a buy position. Or if the price breaks above this level, then that will be a sign that we are now continuing in that direction. On a lesser time frame, on the daily chart, we have a shape forming. We have a shape which formed. Sorry, you can see that we had a resistance. We had a support here. We had a support. We had a support, and we had a support here. We also had a resistance trend line like this. So a very good resistance, a very good resistance. So as it is now, you can see that the price actually broke above this trend line. It even broke above this moving average, and it's now actively to the upper side. So basically we are buyers. We are looking for more buy positions. We are looking for more buy orders. We expect price to break beyond these two lines. If that happens, like we expect price to break above the two lines, pull back, and then continue in that direction. So this is what may likely happen. If you're on the daily chart and you're looking at this chart as we're speaking now, this week expect price to at least touch these two lines. If it touches those lines but does not break above them, then next week we expect that the price needs to pull back at least up to this point here. So basically we are looking at this level keenly. These two lines, we're looking at them keenly. If the price fails to break above them by the end of this week, then we do expect a sell during the coming week back to this point where we'll be looking for a buy from. But if for some reasons the price break above these two lines, that's if it happens this week or during the next week, then we do expect price to continue upwards up to this level here. This is around 47.93.0. The next instrument which we'll be looking at is the natural gas. So we have it here already. So with the natural gas, so far we are looking forward for a buy. I'm going to explain why I'm looking forward for a buy. If you can look at this chart, you can see that we are actually making higher highs and higher lows. The first low which we had is somewhere here. This becomes the lowest low, and then there is a higher high. This high is higher than the previous high, and then we have this one. This low here is now higher than the previous low. So we have a low which is lowest. There's a low which is higher than the previous low. Then there is a high which is higher than all the other highs, including this high here. Then we have a low at this point, but this low is higher than the previous low. So basically we expect the next high to ascend above this high here. So after this bounce here, the one we had here, this is now a very good uptrend. We actually expect price to break beyond this level. First of all, this is 5.784. We expect price to break above it this week. That's what we expect to happen, and also during the next week we expect price to extend upwards. So we expect price to during the coming week, we expect it to continue upwards and at least touch this level here, where if it does break above, then we want to see some pullback, as I've said here, before the price can extend in that direction. So basically this is still a very, very good buy. We still do expect buyers to take full control. With this a level here which is interesting. We have a very good support here. There is a resistance, there is a breakout, there is a retracement, we have a support. So technically this is a very, very good buy. This is a very, very good buy. We expect price to continue upwards up to this level, where if the price breaks above it, then we want to see some pullback before the price can extend even higher. So technically we are still buyers. We are still looking for more buy positions. We're expecting buyers to push price upwards after this breakout, retrace back, then extend to the upper side. So to put that in a nutshell, what I've said, what I expect to be happening on natural gas, this week I do expect price to extend upwards. If the price fails to reach this level, then come next week I still expect it to continue in that direction. it should go up and touch this level here. The next instrument which we'll be looking at, I want us to look at the Brent oil. So the Brent oil, so far, if you can see, we've actually looked at it several times this month, because it has been behaving in a very interesting manner. So the first thing I mentioned some days ago is that we have a resistance here which we expect to be tested in the near future. This is the highest high we've seen so far in the past. We expect it to be tested. So we have that one. We have, this is the second highest high. It has already been tested. So the next level which should be tested is the one we have at the top. We have another one here. There. Then we have another level here. And then we have another level here. There. So other than those levels, we do have some shapes. Have that. And then we have another one, like a contracting wedge formation. And then we have this one here, like that. So basically, if you are looking at this chart right now as you're speaking, you should have seen that most likely the price is heading to the upper side. Actually, by the end, we have like 7 days to the close of the month. We expect price to continue upwards. We do expect it to continue upwards. We expect that by the end of this month, the price needs to be around this line. This is 126.441. We expect that by the close of this month, Brent oil should be around 126.441. It should close around that area, or it should go down and be around this level. This is 97.698. So we either sell here or we wait and sell when the price gets below this point. We'll sell it at least up to this point here. So if the price closes here, this is still a sell by the end of the month. Or if the price breaks above it and closes any slightly above this level, then that may be a sign that we may see a continuation to the upper side, at least up to 141.569. So technically, that is what we expect to be happening on the monthly chart. The month is almost ending. We have like 7 days, 8, 9 days to the end of the month. We expect price to either reach this level or come and close below this point. We don't expect it to end where it is now. But if that happens, if for some reason the price ends up closing where it is now, then that may still be a sell around 113.522. This level here, this is 115.852. This may still be a good place to look for a sell from. So that's on the monthly chart. On the weekly chart, nothing much except it still looks just the same way we had it on the monthly chart. Then on the daily chart, the same thing still applies. So thank you very much. This should bring us to the end of today's webinar. We're going to meet again next week at the same time. Thank you and see you.